Hey y'all, and welcome to Splendid Garden. It has been a while. If you have not checked, it has actually been 8 months since I posted my last video, and I can assure you that when I posted that video up in what we were calling our new garden or our new flower bed, I had no idea that that was going to be the last video that I had posted in that yard. So to let you know what's been going on, my husband and I decided about 6 months ago that we were going to early retire. And what we wound up doing was several things. We did, first of all, the Swedish death cleaning, which if you're not familiar with that concept, I encourage you to research that. It basically allows you to get rid of things that are just cluttering up your life and your mind and your spirit. And once we did that, we put the house on the market. Our home sold very quickly, and we turned in our resignations, and then before you know it, we were on a plane. And obviously we are not in zone 7B any longer, because our decision was to sell everything and leave the States, at least temporarily, and travel the world in a concept called slow travel. And slow travel is basically where you go to various countries and you try and stay for at least a month, because most of the time it's less expensive if you stay a little bit longer than if you just go for a few days or a week at a time. So since December 13th, which is when we left the States, we have actually been here where I'm at today, which is Guam. And we are currently on an Air Force base, staying with my son and daughter-in-law. Thank you for allowing us to be with you. It's been such a blessing to visit with them for this time. It's been a very sweet, sweet time. And we are actually leaving next Tuesday, headed to Vietnam for a month. And then we're gonna come back here, go to Tokyo for a week. They're going with us actually to Tokyo, and then after that we haven't fully decided yet what we're doing. But the reason I'm leaving the video today is because I know people that I have personally followed on YouTube, and then they just kind of stopped their channel and no explanation. So I wanted to let you know that I'm not dead, I'm alive, and I know that Splendid Garden is going to have to change, and I debated for a long time as to whether or not I would even keep it going. But my husband has encouraged me to actually keep going with Splendid Garden, and to see if there's any interest in possibly doing videos on garden tours that I come across in our travels. So that's where I think the the channel is going to have to go to. Obviously, I don't have a yard anymore. I don't have a garden anymore. My daughter-in-law, as you can see here behind me, she is raising some vegetables and some flowers that I've been helping her with. She actually has watermelons growing right now. She's been picking tomatoes and cucumbers, and it is February here. Guam is a very tropical climate, and it's been so amazing to see the things that grow here just naturally along the roadways. Ferns, they have huge ferns that grow like weeds here. We would pay lots of money for them back in the States, and they just grow here everywhere. Of course, they have coconut trees everywhere, palm trees, avocados, mangoes, that kind of thing, lemon trees, but their lemons are definitely different than what we're used to. They look to me more like a lime, but they're a lemon flavor, just a little bit different in taste than what we're used to. So of course, banana trees everywhere. They grow the small bananas here. So if you're not familiar with Guam, it is an island in the Indo-Pacific area, which is south of Japan, north of Australia, and really out in the middle of nowhere. There is really no easy way to get here. It's very expensive to get here. We flew out of Memphis because we were from Tennessee, obviously, flew to Houston, then to Honolulu, and then from Honolulu on to Guam. So it is a trek. I think we had 19 and a half hours of actual flight time, so it was a long flight. Since we've been here, we've explored a lot of the island. A lot of the island is covered in, I would say, mountainous, hilly type area. Very, very dense jungle vegetation like, And of course, the beaches here are just spectacular. I can't say enough about how beautiful the beaches are. The people here are fabulous. The locals are Chamorro, and they're just lovely people. We're attending a church here just down the road, and the ladies there have tried to educate me on some of the dishes, and some of them are great. A lot of shrimp and fish are eaten here. And fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not sure, but I'm not a huge seafood fan, so I've passed on some of them. But anyways, lots of great dishes here. One thing I've discovered is that in Tennessee, when we say sweets, we mean like give me a 5-pound bag of sugar and stick a candle in it. But here, their desserts are, they have desserts, but they don't seem to be as sweet as what we're used to back in the South, if that makes sense. They're different. They're really good. They're just, you bite into something and you expect like, wow, that's sweet. But that's typically not what you get here. Some things you do, some things you don't. But for the most part, I would say it's a lot less sweet when they're doing desserts. But very, very good. A lot of fruit are used in desserts and that kind of thing. But back to Splendid Garden. I kind of got off the subject, sorry. As I said, my husband and I retired. I was 53, he was 56 when we left our jobs. We are living a lifestyle that I would say is conservative. We are not rich by any means. We are living on what our home sold for, and going to be living on that for the next several years until we're of age to draw Social Security. And my husband has a very small pension, so we're living on that. And if you're interested in following us in our new adventures, as far as the travel and the finance part, we do have a YouTube channel we have started, and it's called Retire to Roam. We would love to have you join us over there. It is amazing to me that 500 people have found Splendid Garden, and I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging with no explanation of where I had gone. And if you were to ask me right now, my plan is to definitely keep Splendid Garden going. It's a lot of work doing YouTube channels. I can't imagine having 2 at the same time, but that's what I'm signing up for. So hopefully you all will enjoy the gardens that we tour around. I know that, I think I mentioned we're going to Vietnam next week. We're going to Da Nang. So we'll see when we get there what they've got to offer, and I'll share that with you guys. Hope you find it exciting. And I've definitely in this video have already inserted some video of some of the things that we've seen here in Guam. A lot more to see, and I'll try and do a video or 2 on that as well. So thank you all for joining us here on Splendid Garden. I hope you continue to join us. Thank you all for the recent questions. I know several of you have reached out asking questions about calla lilies. Yeah, calla lilies. That's what you were asking about. And I've tried to respond to everyone, so thank you for that. Yes, we're going to continue, and if you're interested, please join us as well on Retire to Roam. Thank you all, and have a blessed day.